extra good afternoon. Oh, I pulled up on my phone.
Me too.
Though Mickey's got the best share game in the room. How you doing? Mike, how you doing?
Oh, my bad. My bad. I'm good. How you doing, Trevor, man?
Dude, I am beat up from yesterday. I had to go all the way to like Imlay City or something like that.
Yeah.
Go get my 100%. Well, get a evaluation to get my 100% disability, which I'm looking forward to it. And then I had to go to the VA, and I had to feed the vampires in the basement. They wanted blood work, but you know how they always take that one extra little vial.
Yeah.
I figured they got a vampire in the basement. They just feed it to them.
All right.
Those ladies in there were great. One of them was telling dad jokes the entire time. I'm like, I love this lady.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna make sure I share it.
Happy hump day. There we go, Melissa. Oh.
Oh, comment.
Older brother is probably about to post the Michigan State Board of Ethics again. Thank you, Kevin.
Okay.
I'm always ready for 8:10 all the way from Georgia.
Georgia.
Look, I enjoy the hell out of all of our Georgia fans, but you will not catch me dead in Georgia again. Fort Benning left some scars. I mean, to start off hot as hell, then it turns humid, and then toward the end of basic training, it's cold. There's bugs trying to find warmth, so they're all over my body. Nope, I'm not going back. I love y'all to death. You're far stronger people than I could ever be. Anyone that lives in Georgia's got my respect. I can't do it.
All right.
You got blocked for posting for 20 minutes? All right. She's sitting here talking about the 20-minute like slap on the wrist. Wentz sits there with like 2 weeks. Right versus wrong is, I think, down to 19 hours on. No sharing, no groups. I'm playing with you, Melissa.
I've never been blocked.
But 20 minutes? I mean,
Maybe yes.
We're adults. It takes me 20 minutes just to put my boots on in the morning. I'm getting old. Ooh. Mama Quill just tuned in. Hey, Mama Quill.
Hello. What's up, everybody?
All right, so what do you got for us? Actually, no, I want to ask you first and foremost about that fire, the school fire, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I was that was the day I was watching it. Councilman Davis, he was on, and I just responded to somebody in the messages. They were talking about what about Northern. And I'm like, yeah, well, we got plans for Northern and blah, 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 blah. And then I look down because I get it was instantaneous almost like.
Yeah, we got plans.
Yeah.
Those plans just got shelved.
Yeah, like I'm like, yeah, we got plans for Northern. Somebody sent me a DM from Facebook and I look down and I'm like, oh, what?
It sucks too, right?
Like it made me look like, I'm sorry, like I'm the one that started the fire.
Yeah, right. We got plans.
We got plans for Northern.
Let me go find this gas can. No, it sucks because you and I just last week were talking about the plans for Northern.
Yeah.
And then someone goes, "Hold my beer."
All right.
Hold my beer. It's time to make this smoky.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Like it literally happened just like that. I'm watching the Kang in Miss Beverly, and I get a message from Facebook. I look down and it's like, yeah, Northern's on fire. Did you know this? I'm like,
man. Speaking of the King and Miss Beverly, they are such a sweet, wholesome couple.
Yeah.
Because he was sitting there going, what do they call the husbands that stay at home and watch the kids? I'm like, I told him what my wife calls me. I'm a house bitch. He's like, no, I don't want to put that up there. That's emasculating. Yeah. I'm like, nah, it's cool, man. It's so wholesome. Even though he gets himself worked up, like he does it in the nicest possible way.
Yeah.
All right. So you're watching The King. School is now toasty.
It's the school, the structure is still up. Like, again, you ain't just gonna burn down a Flint school. Like they built like, prison. So you just can't go burn them. You got to nuke them.
Oh yeah.
But everything on the inside, asbestos, all that stuff. That's what's getting. That's what's burning up. So.
I mean, so is there any way for you guys to unfuck the situation? Maybe send a guy in there with a power washer, a dehumidifier, and then rebuild the walls, like the interior walls.
I don't even know because I haven't been over to assess that situation. Of course, I'm not a surveyor or nothing like that.
No.
But,
you're just a paper pusher, in all honesty.
Yeah, well, but of course I do. I'm not a stranger to going over to Northern and walking through. But there was nothing in there but junk and stuff before. You know what I mean? Like before when we did the tailgate, we went in there, and I remember I right before the tailgate, I had rode around and I got out and walked around because there was another door that was open. I noticed, and so I get out my car, and then a chair comes flying out the window. So I called the police. Like they walked around, went into school, walked around or whatnot. But I said, I'm like, and I hate to jinx myself and I hate to jinx the district, but I was like, they're gonna burn the school down before the end of the year. You know what I mean? Like, and I hate to say that, but it just something happened. I think that's the second time this year that somebody tried. You know what I mean? It's just so much stuff is going on, and like I said, these fires they're not just sporadic; they're calculated. You know what I mean? There's somebody that's ordering somebody to go put these structures on fire, and like it's just crazy. It's happening right before
I think they're just trying to get the school board to sell that land now.
I don't necessarily want to sell it, but we need to do something with it.
Yeah, well,
like lease
without the building there now. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Yeah, I guess you could knock the building down, flush everything, grow some pretty grass, and then say, you can lease it and build your own damn building.
Yeah, or call it a park and dedicate it to all the classes of graduated from Northern and have a big nice tailgate. Keep the track, keep all the tennis courts and all that stuff. I don't know, but whatever.
You know what? Just turn it into a massive City of Flint sports complex. Flint School Sports Complex. We got indoor basketball court. Go ahead and build a new building there. We got outdoor. We've got our baseball fields. We've got our softball fields because apparently those are different. I never knew. Tennis courts. You got your track. Just
that was one of the plans. I was speaking to someone, a Northern alum, about. He had actually reached out to me earlier this year and wanted to do something like that. I'm not going to say his name because now, of course, the plan ain't. You know what I mean? Like.
Plan A is gone. So
but this guy was, he's got some NBA guys that have partnered with him, and they got some investors that's willing to invest. But that was a couple of months ago, before a lot of other stuff. So I don't know what's going on now.
Someone must have caught our show or caught your school board meeting where you were talking about doing something good for the city. They're like, nope, no good shit in Flint.
I just don't get it.
So. We got a couple good more questions here, right? So, Dr. Padroni, one of our favorite folks.
Mm-hmm.
First off, he asked, "Do we know who did it, or will this remain unsolved?" I've been looking at the news. I think something like this, people, will say that our local media would announce it. I lie right there. They probably wouldn't, but I haven't heard anything about it. We'll see if they even really start to investigate because we've got people burning down homes. And in my opinion, burning down a place where people live and have been living for decades could have murdered someone there as compared to an abandoned school that, yes, did have huge plans for it and was going to do great things for the city. You got to investigate all the homes first. And there's a backlog on those investigations, right? And then second, who might be behind it? If I'm talking about people trying to buy up that land, just look at the biggest land developers and buyers here in Flint and then take a look. I mean, that's one avenue.
That's a good question. Is it the same investors who bundled the pot?
See?
I mean, I definitely think that we're dealing with some big time politics. Like this is not
this ain't Flint local.
Yeah, this is like Chicago style. This is like big city politic corruption going on. Like,
I'm waiting for a Ford Model T with some guys with some pinstripe suits and Tommy guns.
Jump out with some Tommies with the banana, not the banana clips, with the drums.
Yeah,
the drums. Yeah.
God, they were using the dumb Tommy gun too, the top charging handle and some anti-aircraft sights. Like, God, they're hopeful at best.
This is just like every day you wake up. It's like I drove over there by School of Choice over there. What is that? Not Avenue A, like Wood Street up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they didn't cleared out a whole other block. Like it's like like it's a whole block. Might be 2 blocks. It's like tree stumps and everything turned over. Like it's like it's happening.
Hey,
it's happening.
So you know how my kid goes to a charter school, right?
Uh-huh.
I have to bring up, because no one pulled up their phone to film this, but everyone was talking about the fight earlier this month or last month, and that's Flint school. No, that's just Flint. Period. The cops were called to my daughter's school earlier this week for a fight. The very next day, all the kids had to empty out their backpacks and basically, because you can't touch a child for a search without parent permission, and I'm always of the opinion, get a warrant or fuck off. So they had the kids, pull their pockets tight to see if there's anything bulging through there, because apparently there is a threat right after. So that I want to be sure that everyone knows that isn't just Flint Community Schools that our kids are having issues, right?
This is all over the country.
All over the
not
country.
Just Flint schools. I hate it when people just say that's our Flint schools. No, it's not just Flint schools. No, and I hate to put shine a negative light on Hamley because they're doing some good things over there. But it was just earlier this month that Hamley's homecoming got postponed, or last month that Hamley's homecoming got postponed because somebody was gonna, do some, threaten to do something up there. Like you can go on YouTube. There's schools all across the nation. I hate that this Flint just gets a bad rep.
I had to say this because, like, as you were just saying, everyone decides to look at Flint and say that's or that's Flint Community Schools. Like, no. Let's spread some of this WTF where all across the bread, right? I mean, New York, videos come out of there so damned often. Mm-hmm. You got small little Hicktown, Nebraska somewhere. You got fights in there with the big old farm boys, all right? Yeah. You got Southern California and, either the kid's name Moonbeam or, X, Y, and Z. Kids are just out of control everywhere.
Now, what's messed up is this little black girl got called all type of racist names and everything like that because she threw a chair at another student, and a teacher who just so happened to be white was hit in the face, right? Now, 25 minutes down the road, we got a little white dude that shoots up and kills all the people in the school. You know what I'm saying? And he like, what the hell happens to him?
Hopefully a needle in the arm.
But, of course, but they didn't say that there were not articles about this kid being an animal and about this kid about to be, like they didn't degrade him like they degraded this little girl from Flint. You know what I mean? Like, one thing we don't have in Flint is school shooters. You might have a lot of people getting their ass whipped up and down the hallways, but ain't nobody running up in there with no guns, killing multiple people.
Here's one thing, like, I know everyone hates that our kids fight. Yet our kids getting some respect slapped into their mouth by their peers, it shows later on in life. And I hate to say it, right? But a kid who's never been punched in the mouth will grow up to be such a self-centered lollipop of an adult. Mm-hmm. You can tell someone who's never been punched.
We got some of them on city council that act like they ain't never took a punch in the face.
I mean, at least these kids are getting their adjustment done by their peers early, all right?
Yeah.
I didn't take my first punch into the face until I was in middle school.
No, I wore glasses, so I was a target.
Oh man,
I was always, and then when you growing up, if you get your glasses knocked off, you automatically lost the fight. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. So,
and I mean, you didn't just lose the fight, but your mom and dad are going to see that scratch.
Man, my mom was not going for that. She's like, "Hey, you better go home and send him home like crying, like he sent you home crying, like get on out my house and go." I'm like, man, don't you see my face?
Go make his look worse.
Yeah, go send him home to his mom crying the same way you ran in here crying to me. And it's like, man, you see what he did the first time. You want me to go back out there?
Well, you were wearing glasses the first time trying to duck and dodge.
Not the second time. And it was almost like, I don't think it was, it was almost like I went out there. The one time I'm thinking about, dude, he lived right across the street. And like, I walked outside and I was like, I'm sorry. He was like, for what? So, like it was like my mama told me I gotta hit you back. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
at least you were smart and told him after
like,
you slugged him.
Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, what you apologize for? I just whooped your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, whop. Whoopsie.
But nah, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just think about stuff, and I'm thinking about, like, I got them emails and about that girl, and calling her prison inmates and the stuff like that. And I hate this. Yes, she did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? She did something wrong. We all noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
But in no way, shape, or form should she be dehumanized like some of the emails that I got to my school board email address.
No. And here's the thing, right? I hate quoting the Bible, but this is probably the best way to say it. Those without sin cast the first stone. Yeah. Look, if you weren't somehow fuckered up in high school, then you can talk. I know I was doing some crazy shit. I was getting in some fights. I was ditching. Granted, half the time I was ditching, I was going to the library, but, whatever. Yeah, I was doing all sorts of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I have no room to say nothing about this young lady, except I hope she gets the help, because it seems like she has an anger problem, but I don't know her. This may just be whatever. I just hope things work out for her. I hope things work out for the teacher. I hope things work out for the other party in the confrontation. That's all that matters.
It's the bad thing about it is that the school already knew that the little girl had issues with somebody. The school took it, they removed her from this person. We did everything the principal knew. This is from me talking to the principal.
You took your proper steps as a school, right?
Right. They did everything that they're supposed to do. But at the end of the day, if somebody gonna fight or somebody you can't stop. Like, you can put all the safety measures you want to in there. There was also in that video, there was another adult in the classroom. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say his name because all this stuff is still under investigation and whatnot.
Yeah.
But there was another adult in the classrooms. The Flint schools, like the principal he took measures to keep this girl away from another girl, and she ended up getting into it with somebody else, from what I understand. So if somebody gonna fight, they gonna fight. When I was up at Southwestern the other day with Councilman Davis, I just said that I was up there with him, talking to him at Southwestern. Some kids bust out the door fighting. I ran to the fight. We broke up the fight, and it was right back to like business as usual. It was like, it's just how it is.
Like, midgets, chill out.
That's just how it is. Like, I've been working with kids all of, from Houston to Virginia Beach to all these places I've lived at, working with kids. You break up fights everywhere. It's just part of the, that's just, you play football, you got to expect to get hurt.
And it isn't just kids, right? Like, young adults. When I was in the Army, when I first joined in basic training, we had fights every damn night.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, us being a bunch of little jackasses, a bunch of little E1 privates, we decided, all right, look, Alvy, you have a problem with brown hair? All right, we're going to wrap your hands in towels and we're all going to bet on it. So we just started taking bets in basic.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm going to get a general investigation for that. I've gotten like several Article 15s, which is disciplinary action. I've never gotten a general inquiry. I'm waiting for that one. And can you put up Miss Freeman real quick, please? One up. Thank you. They've been vandalizing our children for the longest. The staff themselves at Southwestern, for sure, speaking from experience and eyewitness.
Yeah.
Show me 15 news articles about the children in the school system in Flint, right? And I will show you at least 10 of them are in negative light.
Well, we are in the process of changing that. Like,
they're just gonna pick the nitpick though, dude.
Villainize.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Thank you. But yeah, they're gonna nitpick. So you will have 99 picture perfect, little angel-esque students. They're gonna pick the one student who just had a bad day, chip on his shoulder, and then that's what they're gonna write the article about.
That's what they do.
That's what they're gonna do. And it's fucked up because it is direct, almost attack on our school system by the media now.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of those, hey, we see things are going better, but we need a story, and B, we've got friends who need certain outcomes, and we can influence those outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna make the schools look like they're out of control. All there is fights and brimstone and chaos. Doesn't matter that the one kid had a chip on the shoulder. It was a one-time event. They've learned from their mistake. The other kids never, none of them ever had less than a 99% on any of their tests. No, they are out of control. They are monsters.
Yep.
And that's always going to be the story that they're going to spin around here until things change.
Yeah,
and it's fuckered up because they're talking shit about our future.
The same way the media will come to a crime scene and there'll be like a businessman walking around. They won't interview him. They'll interview the lady across the street with no teeth, with her head tied up. And, you know what I'm saying? Like this, it's like they always do that in the inner city. They always make the worst of the worst of the situation. But
hell, some of them have made meme legend. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, like stuff like that.
Lock up
like,
your kids.
Yeah.
Lock up your.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's like, all right, there's probably a dude over there in the suit standing next to her, and they was like, no, we not gonna interview him. We gonna interview
this one looks crazy.
Yeah,
well, let's get the sound clip from this one.
Yeah, let's get her. She know that. Yeah, but nah. So what I did want to do is, if we can shift the conversation a little bit.
Yeah.
Mickey, if you could put up that first picture, the first slide for me, please.
This is what I love about Clack. He has a backup for everything.
Nah, this was just, I'm like,
hey, things don't work out with the high school. I've got extra plans.
Right.
I got extra plans on extra plans.
Right. So this is the public notice that goes out, that went out to the community the other day from Superintendent Jones and the administration. That's basically saying that we're getting ready to finally knock down Washington School. All right, so that's what that document is, and it's going out. It was been out. So I'll probably print out a few copies and go take them over.
Can we get a partial segue there? We had a presidential candidate come to town, and you had told him about that, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just so happened to be on my lunch break, and I'm like, why? I was cutting down Davidson Road, and I live on the same street, just a couple blocks away. Excuse me, from
Ron yonder.
Yeah, and so I was cutting. I'm like, dang, why are so many news cameras over there? And then I'm turning the corner and I'm like, wait a minute, that looked like a Secret Service guy. Like that dude looks like he's Secret Service. So I hit the block and turned around, and so I went to the parking lot. And oh yeah, okay, so
yeah, well, let's hear the rest about the plans here.
All right, cool.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to bring that up.
That
you made sure that a presidential candidate knew that we aren't just letting our schools languish here.
No, so this is those. I didn't send you the picture of what Holmes looks like now. I guess I could have said, but those of you from Flint,
everyone knows.
Yeah, those of you that are from Flint, y'all know what Holmes Middle School currently looks like. And this is the view from Oxley Drive. So this is actually looking at the front of Brownell and Holmes through a parking lot. That's the cube area right there. So this is a sketch of what we potentially would like Holmes, Brownell to look like. They look like there's one, they are connected by that cube that's right there in the middle. All right, now that would be the area where the public would come in. And they would basically, if they had, come to pick up their student, that's where they would go. You know what I mean? So we could have meetings in that area. You see from the home side. All right, cool. That's the front of home standing from the Oxley Drive area. You know how like if you're coming down and you're about to turn into that parking lot, all right, that's like the view right there. So that's the refacing of homes.
Nice. Look at that nice open architecture. Not just like new school environmentals, but giving kids the only light throughout the day being a fluorescent that's got to do something to the mind that we haven't even studied yet. Give them sunlight. I like this.
Right. So if you could go to the next one real quick. Yeah, so that's the cube. That's another look at the cube area. At the cube area right there.
The cube.
Yeah. So,
I'm sorry.
So that's the right side of the cube is Brownell, y'all know, and the left side is Holmes. And the cube right there in the middle is, of course, the connection.
Mhm.
So there's a catwalk over on the home side, so the buses can go in and drive in, and you can pick the cars up. So you know drive your cars through there. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Like you can see that we definitely got some plans for that area for the north side. Along with that, okay. All right. Can you? The other one was that's got the that one. Yeah, that one. Okay. So as you can see,
That's cool.
yeah, as you can see,
That's
the
a
aerial
school
view.
complex.
Yeah, the aerial view, and this is right there, you know, in the middle of the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like right there on the north side, Oxley Drive, and
Question: one of those streets on the left-hand side, because I get lost in turn.
those I can't remember the name of those streets over there, but I used to be over there.
One of them, or maybe it's the right, and I'm just turned around. Arizona, one of them streets, because like my niece. Okay.
Nah, that's
My niece
all.
lives next to one of the older schools as well.
Yeah, no, Arizona would be all the state streets are over there on the east side.
Okay.
Right? And that's the fourth word.
I just drive up north
Mhm.
to pick her up. I just follow my truck's GPS. My brother got lost, and I think he ended up in Burton when my daughter was trying to navigate him around.
Yeah, that's going over towards that way from here. So that's Judy's area. That's Judy's ward. First
Yeah.
fourth ward.
This first ward.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I believe
Look
this
at
is first
that.
word. Yeah.
Hey guys,
So-
let's give some appreciation to the plans that Mr. Clack has brought us. Now, you've had a hand in this, but who was like leading design on that?
That was, I want to say that was Superintendent Jones. Well, I know he had a big hand in it. Dylan Luna, Teray King, and I believe that those plans were drawn up by the previous board. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think this was a whole brand new.
So this is a multi-board project.
Yeah, so this was Joyce and Danielle Green and Laura and Carol. I think that they were the ones that first initiated this.
And you guys are about to pull the trigger on this and hopefully get it rolling.
Yeah, they actually to my next thing is, you know, we just voted to put some money into rehabilitating Houston Stadium, where we play.
Yep.
We're going to resume playing our football games.
There we go.
If y'all know, if y'all been to a football game or a track meet over there in the past, you know, whatever years, the stadium seats are, you know, old, they're itchy. If you sit down for too long, you know, you itch. But your butt is the old fiberglass.
Yeah, fiberglass.
The old fiberglass. So all that stuff is getting ready to come out. We getting ready to get a new field over there. It's not gonna be grass. We're gonna get a turf field. We're gonna be, you know, we're gonna have the facilities everybody else has. You know what I mean? We got the money to do it, and we're just gonna give these kids an opportunity to play on, you know.
You know what? Can I, just as an outsider, give a little, not advice, a suggestion?
Sure.
Awnings over the bleachers, because parents hate getting rained on while we're watching our kid get stomped. Please.
No, we ain't getting stomped. Them days is, you know, us getting stomped. That's dead. But yeah, we can.
Oh, I mean, also on the visitor bleachers, parents hate getting rained on while their kids are getting stomped. It works both ways here.
Yeah.
And don't worry, I hope and pray that while any of our kids playing football here, if they have aspirations for NFL, they make it, just not to a loser team like the Lions.
Oh, man, come on. Man.
Come on, man.
I know you're not saying
Let's
that.
not do
I
that.
am saying that you guys just need to start suing for emotional damage. They're going to let you down again.
No, next week I'm gonna wear my Lions jersey. That's what I'm doing.
They're going to let you down again.
Matter of fact, that's good. No, I'm not. I'm gonna wait to start wearing my Lions jersey till we get the new sports show out. Till we start doing the new sports show. And then I'm gonna bust out. I got so much. I got Lions apron with the cooking hat. I got Lions custom gloves. If you know how they wear it. But I got Lions underwear. I got Lions socks. I got Lions, man.
Now we just need to get you some Lions boots, I guess.
Yeah, I need some Lions shoes.
And maybe a Lions handkerchief, so when they lose and you start crying, you got some tears.
That's over with.
Who your team, Trevor?
Hey,
Dude, Honestly, if I had to say, it's the Broncos, and they've
Nah,
sucked.
Man, come on, man. They just got 70 hung on them.
Right.
The Broncos. Hey, I have no problem saying my team sucks. Right?
Yeah.
My team can suck a golf ball through a garden hose. They can suck the chrome off a bumper, but at least I'm not in denial about it.
Our team don't suck.
Right. We're not in denial about it.
I'll give you 3 weeks.
If you let us play, if our team plays your team, we're gonna put 85 on y'all.
And we're not in denial.
We're gonna bust the clock. We're gonna put 100. We're gonna put basketball. No, I just happen to have on my Colin Kaepernick jersey today. I'm really a Lions fan. I've been a Lions fan since Lomas Brown. I've been since Chris Spielman.
The Lions have been a joke since Home Improvement with Tim Taylor in the 90s.
Yeah, but this ain't the 90s no more. This the 2020 something.
Right.
This the 2020. We've sat around and we watched everybody else win. We watched Brady.
Just because everyone else has done it doesn't mean you get a turn.
It's our turn.
Right.
It's our turn. We watched everybody else. And we've been beat up by everybody else. It's our turn.
Denver ain't been nothing since Elway retired.
Look, the Lions are like a toddler. If you don't keep an eye on them, they will choke on something. All right.
Yeah.
They're going to go out and they're going to choke on a Lego.
We going to choke on. I ain't even going to say what we going to choke.
I can't believe, Trevor, you are a Lion hater. I just can't believe it.
Look, I don't hate the Lions. The only team I officially hate, and this is, what day is this? All right.
It's Wednesday the 18th.
Trevor Berryhill, Wednesday, October 18th, 2023. I am an official Raider hater.
But that's Denver hate Raiders. That ain't nothing.
Yeah, but you're gonna have a lot of people y'all gonna hate this year because y'all all everybody gonna whoop y'all's ass this year.
I don't hate when a team beats my team.
It's gonna be a lot. You're gonna be mad at everybody. You're gonna be mad at Chicago Bears.
You even got the whole game saying you don't watch football, Trevor.
Yeah.
You got people in the chat.
People remember. Last team that I ever went to watch was the Broncos. And I remember my wife showing up in her Raider shirt, and I remember leaving for 3 hours, leaving her at the stadium because I couldn't be seen with that.
Oh, man.
That was my ex-wife, though. Current wife would have definitely broken my bones.
Oh, man. Yeah, you leaving people at the stadium.
I mean, you've talked to my current wife.
Yeah, no, she's cool.
You also believe she will break my bones.
Yeah.
Mickey, you've heard Amanda.
Yeah.
Listen.
She keeps me in check.
No, don't be trying to run. We still want to be Lions.
Right.
you trying to switch the conversation up.
You know what? I will sit down and I will watch them this weekend.
Don't jank us.
Yeah.
Wait till after football season. Go back and watch the highlights of the destruction.
You stay over there with the Rockies.
Right.
Yeah, you stay over there. Watch those guys. With dog, man.
Oh man, I love Lions fans. The second that a good thing happens, it's this is our year. Oh no.
Man, it's a different type of love when you go 0-16 and you still run home from church to watch the game.
Right.
It's a different type of love.
At least I can say you guys aren't bandwagon fans.
I'm definitely not a bandwagon fan.
I mean, Lions are doing good, but I remember last season watching both y'all, man. Next year's the Lions year. Next year's Lions year.
No, because if you saw the Lions really only lost by a combined, their first 6 games, they only lost by a combined. It must have been like 30 points combined, like all the points combined. So every game was a touchdown, but 3 points.
There are some people in my neighborhood where I've seen them walk around with like a Green Bay jersey.
Not around here.
Right.
A Green Bay jersey.
You got a couple fools that like Green Bay and Flint. I can say that.
I've seen them last year run around in a Green Bay jersey or a Giants, whatever. And now this year it's all Lions apparel. Like, all right, bandwagon.
The band. I just invited somebody else to jump on the bandwagon. Like, we taking passengers. We still selling tickets. Yeah, you can jump on the bandwagon.
If we
don't pretend like you've been there your entire life, though.
Yeah, y'all in the back.
We make the playoffs. I'm coming in. I mean, no, if we when we get to 8 games, I'm coming in with my blue ski mask on.
I wear them.
One.
You can't find them.
I know. I've
You
been
can't
looking
find
for
them.
one.
Yeah.
I'm coming in with my blue
Yeah.
ski mask.
I will order you guys one as a gift.
I can't find the one that I want. I don't want the one. I want the two, like the real goon ski mask. Like
Yeah.
I'll make sure that it's got a line right here.
The young buck one. I want that one.
Yeah, I want it with the eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
Cause coming in showing my 8-10 finna steal the game, baby. Well, let's get back to y'all show.
All right, yeah.
Hey, you know what? A little bit of side commentary doesn't hurt, all right?
Yeah.
We like having some fun. Honolulu blue. I will remember looking for that color.
Better believe.
Yeah. I just gotta decide which jersey, whose jersey I want now.
Mm.
Whose jersey?
You can never go wrong with a linebacker's jersey. I don't even know.
No, but I like, what's the dude number 58? Is that Sewell? No, that's not. Panay Sewell, or is that Vitae? 58's a young dude.
I don't know. It might be
we got the most powerful
I think, I like him.
device in the world in our hands, and we aren't even remembering.
Yeah.
58 Lions. All right,
I'm going with the defensive player, the safety, the one brought the ski mask. Wasn't that CJ Johnson?
But he hurt for the year though.
That's cool.
I think
that's your guy.
Back. Yeah, Panay Sewell. That's what I thought.
Panay Sewell, okay, yeah. I'm coming
I like
defense.
him. I like his attitude. He a bully. I like him.
I mean,
I'm coming with the defense, baby. Yeah, defensive players' jerseys. Oh, I'm going crazy. They make the playoffs. I might don't take my jersey off.
Oh no, we making the playoffs. Playoffs.
Hell long. We win the Super Bowl.
Playoffs. They don't want to see us in the regular season, let alone. Ain't nobody running towards Detroit no more.
if y'all win the Super Bowl, I will pay for you guys to have a night out.
We might not win, but we ain't gonna be too far away.
Right.
We ain't gonna be.
This ain't me
And I
talking
ain't even
shit. I will
jinxing
pay
it.
for y'all to have a night out at the Roadhouse. Invite your friends. I'll put some money down. People can have beers all night. You can have some
It's
food.
gonna be a celebration to win that Super Bowl.
I swear, if the Lions go to the Super Bowl, I'm gonna be man.
I might be at the Super Bowl or they mess around and get there. I'll show you something.
Man, ain't the Super Bowl? No. The draft is in Detroit next year.
Oh, it is?
The draft is in Detroit.
A10 Sports will be there.
Yeah, I think,
Oh, God.
24, the draft is in Detroit.
A10 Sports is coming, baby. We're going to be there.
Yeah, so what else? Let's get back to the hood.
All right. Well, let's get back to Flint, huh? All right. We all know that I'm gonna act like an asshole tonight.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just let you go ahead and you can just turn the camera over there on Trevor right now. Just
all right, no, look, I've done a little PSA because we've got 25 y'all live. We're gonna have some folks catch this later, so we're gonna have a little PSA.
This is Trevor's PSA.
With the metal detectors popping up and them talking about safety. Number one, they can't do a damn thing. Number two, you're trying to talk about safety when you're on the 3rd floor of a building with only 2 exits and one of them is a funnel. Actually, both of them are funnels. You've already done fucked up in your design. Let's be honest here. Okay. But they're trying to say they don't like people carrying. Look, people don't feel safe. I know I don't. I live in Flint. I have no problem going anywhere in Flint. I go to the Ritzy Ritz, guess what? I'm carrying.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the north side, guess what? I'm carrying. I go to the gas station, I'm carrying. I go out of town, guess what? I'm carrying.
Mm-hmm.
I've known for a while that there is no municipal building anywhere in the state of Michigan except for courthouses that you cannot carry. Municipal means city owned. So tonight I will be carrying. And I'm going to be the biggest asshole I can be. I'm going to be a goon. And I'm going to take one of my pretty rifles. This is not to intimidate or threaten no one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say that. Once again, not to intimidate or threaten or cause violence. This is just an act of civil disobedience. This is just as a protest to stupidity. Okay, let this be known ahead of time and now. I carry all the time American Express Oh man, oh gamer, I absolutely adore you. Go ahead and
Yeah.
swing the camera back outward. But what do you think of the metal detectors, my man?
I laughed when I'm like, how you gonna put a metal I remember because I was kind of nervous to carry. You were like, man, that's your right. Carry, go get your gun. And I'm
Yeah.
like, man, that's City Hall. Like I was nervous, but then we had to walk past Metcalf, like I was scared. Everybody say, Clack got his gun, Metcalf, go get him. But
I mean,
I just think it's like if you got it can go down anywhere.
we've got our knife, our licenses. I carry a knife on me everywhere, and that's not even as a use for nothing no more. That's just like I need an impromptu screwdriver for my truck. I make sure that's always on my belt. That's always visible because Michigan law is stupid.
So you can have a gun concealed, but you can't have a knife concealed?
Exactly. Well, fixed blade knife.
So
if it's on your belt,
blade, like
yeah, if it's a folding blade, it can go in your pocket. But if it's a fixed blade, like the type that I usually carry on my belt, yeah, my shirt can't cover that. And I made sure Metcalf seen it.
No, I remember I'm like, you ain't gonna cover that up, and he was like,
yep.
So what do y'all think is the reason that the mayor? Now I ain't trying to intrigue on y'all.
No. We always love when you pop in because you always give us a good conversation.
So what is the reason for that?
I think it's just for optics. I think it was just. I don't know. Did somebody threaten somebody or something? Did somebody threaten him? Because if I ain't mistaken, somebody threatened Dennis 2 weeks ago and he ain't put him up then.
No. So we've had Maurice be threatened. We've had Maze be threatened. Judy's told me she's got threats, but she didn't go running to put up the metal detectors. The first thing she did was consult me as to my opinion. All right, here's my honest opinion.
Carry yours.
Yeah, you leave your house, your shit's on you.
Yeah.
If you go into a bank, disarm before you go into the bank and then put it right back the fuck on.
Yeah.
Right? We know Tanya's gotten threats.
Mm-hmm.
We know Dennis has gotten threats.
Mm-hmm.
Liddell says she has. Honestly, with as many lies as she's told lately, I'm not going to believe it. Look, you cry wolf, you cry wolf. And when people don't fucking believe you, you only have yourself to fucking blame. I believe Quincy if he said he's received threats, but Quincy likes to keep his personal life quiet. Respect on that.
Has Quincy said he received threats?
No, like I said, I don't know. But if he said...
Quincy be inviting some people to threaten him.
Quincy be like, man, I'll bring my people down here. Yeah. Quincy be doing the threat.
But if he said, I would believe him.
Right, because
he doesn't put his personal life out there.
Yeah.
You know what? Complete respect on that. I wholeheartedly understand keeping your personal life personal, your work life, and your political life political. You know, if Candace had said it, I believe her. Look, she's only told one lie thus far, and it was a damn big one.
That's one too many for me.
Give her time. But we'll still give her the benefit here. And, you know, I've never heard Jerry say anything about it, but I'd believe the hell out of her.
I don't. It's quite possible. I don't know. I don't know.
So, if there have been threats, there have been threats. We have Officer Metcalf in there, though. We have heard word on the street from 810's very own that Metcalf is going to be reassigned because he wasn't arresting council members and members of the audience when Liddell was, on her little tirade. Yeah.
But this goes to the second part of my question. Is the mayor of Flint Bull Connor or is he Mayor Neely? Because it seems like even with his administration, they are weaponizing the police in the city of Flint to they can scare the citizens. So what is it for citizens to not come? Because let's just be honest, you might have a fool, and this is just me going from their side of you, because I was saying this people were saying, because there's people coming down there don't got gun permits.
How do you know?
Right. That's the point that I'm making.
How do you know?
That's just because they assuming that these people, it might be his people coming down there.
And here's the thing, right? Michigan has some weird laws when it comes to pistols. And granted, pistols are used more often than rifles. So at least I'm glad they're looking where the crimes actually happen, right? But just because now they've said it, and Dr. Pedroni pointed out earlier, now you've got people like me who are huge Second Amendment supporters and First Amendment supporters. If they couldn't shut down our First Amendment with the cops, now they're going to try to intimidate us with this metal detector. Okay, I'm going to show up. I'm going to have a big, pretty rifle. And you can't arrest me. Hell, Attorney Kim, I spoke with 2 or 3 council people yesterday who have all spoke with Attorney Kim. He said, nope, you can't arrest him. You can't enforce this. As well as it's not a city ordinance because city council hasn't voted on shit. So what are you doing? Now it's just a name and shame. Hey, I have no problem with the camera on me.
Well, no, it goes back to what you said. It's the optics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what they just had a spare.
No, that thing looked brand new.
Yeah,
and
like,
I looked up
how did they pay for that? Like you don't.
Oh, I looked up the model number.
How much it cost?
$3,500.
Where did it come from? ARPA.
Yeah, I mean, how much does he need to spend? I mean, how much is the limit before he has to notify council?
I believe when it was first put into place by Eric, it was $100K.
So is that
That could just be the mayor's emergency get it done budget.
All right, well, maybe it's not ARPA, but maybe it is.
I mean, but here's the thing, right?
Wink, wink.
So now that he wants to make this optics, he wants to say, "Oh, I'm taking control." I'm just going to flip that on its head. You are fucking powerless. And I'm going to walk up and I'm going to have my stuff on me. And I encourage you, if you feel comfortable with people knowing that you carry or people knowing that you own, to join me. And here's the deal. Nothing in the chamber. Keep it unsafe. Don't put your... And the best way to explain it is keep your booger hook off the bang switch. You sit down with it. You don't play with it.
It was the dude there that had a whole vest on last week. You remember the dude?
A few weeks ago, yeah, but that vest was for show.
Of course. I mean,
it didn't have no plates in it.
It had no plates in there or nothing like that, but it was still, it's like, wait a minute. I'm looking at him like, dude got a vest on.
But see, that's the point that's the reason I brought that up, because of what you just said, the optics. So what did you think? Even with his press conference, you want to threaten a fellow citizen, and you did it not once but twice. You did it over at the what was it? The Mott Park. What was that? The Mott Park Association.
Yeah,
he did it, and I think, and when I look at that meeting, I look at that was a planned meeting. Just to be honest with you, Tanya and Jerry came with facts why they was abstaining. Said why they abstained on certain votes. You never heard the people over there push back on him about council people not signing that letter. You didn't hear no pushback from none of them over there. See, because I like when I was at my appointment today, and that's what I asked a couple of the citizens of Flint. I said, what if he would have came over there in the first, second, or third ward talking like that? Would he have got the same reception?
No, hell no.
Just think about he able to come out and say the water good, the water the most tested. Unless I didn't hear nothing, I'm gonna go back and watch it again. He tests
the exact same sample over and over. That's how he can say it.
No, but I'm saying I didn't see none of the people push back on that the water is the most tested. See, this is what I hate.
Well, here's something. Let me catch you on that real quick, because they didn't show responses. Video cut very quickly, right?
No, I mean, I watched it when it was live, when it was put on there. I watched it when it was live. A few of the folks I spoke to said that there was a lot of sharp questions. I heard the sharp questions I heard after the cameras went off, after they went off. That was a time.
Because they saw the way that was rolling. They're like, no, we got to keep that optics.
See, but that was a setup.
Yeah, because remember back when they was campaigning and he wanted the questions to the debate that we were supposed to go to. Remember that? He wanted the questions like about a week in advance. I was like, wait a minute, what? So it's not hard for me to believe, that those questions were staged.
He and Weaver were supposed to have a debate. She keeps on pushing. He says, no, I'm not doing a debate. People start looking at him a little sideways, and then here comes that optics. The date, like random day, He goes, I'm really looking forward to debating Weaver tomorrow. Never fucking heard of this. No one said a damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that optics. Now he turned it on his head. Instead of Neely is afraid to debate Weaver, it was Weaver doesn't care to debate Neely.
But that's
is how they flipped it. It's all about optics here. Just like testing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Testing the water. My brother brought it up. It's great when you get to choose where you're testing because he knows exactly which houses have had their pipes replaced. But if you go to the north side, that's a hit or miss.
Yeah.
But that's the point what I'm saying. He's able from the mainstream media to get away with lying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even with that little setup over there.
Mm-hmm.
See, I get it. He the mayor, so he not gonna come if they don't do this and that. But my thing is this: I'm more looking at the person, the lady who threw it. When you can let him come out, to me, it's like he was able to threaten a citizen, not once but twice, and he using the media to do what he want to do. He used that just like he was saying, you don't want to go find things on Facebook. That's how most people finding it right now because it seems like we can't get nothing.
No.
Out of this administration.
Here's the crazy thing, right? You and I were talking about this yesterday. Legacy media, mainstream media, they make their money off of selling fear. Just like this metal detector. Oh, there's been threats, so we're doing something. And they know that there's going to be a response, and they're going to keep eyes on it. There's going to be a camera on my happy ass. There's going to be a camera on everyone else carrying. Okay.
Shout out to the NOLA.
NOLA, what up?
Oh.
I know I'll be there. I'll be in New Orleans in April.
Look, a year from now, because I want to visit the old quarter during spooky season. Anyway, so the cameras are going to be there, and they're going to say Flint residents are out of control, and they're going to try to spin a narrative of fear. There's a narrative of fear that our council isn't going to get things done for you in X, Y, and Z. They always spin and sell this fear. But when you actually look at things, when you actually sit down and take the time and do your own research and go to different sources, you see where that fear is going, who is spinning it, and who is gaining from it. And it happens to be one short little dude who looks like he could be a golf caddy that wears a shitty suit that sits in a big office and collects 5 times what the people of Flint do on a yearly basis right now. I mean, I guess you could say 7 times because his wife also pulls down a government salary, though she doesn't show up.
Once again, just like I can't lie, I put a masterful just a recant back using his own words when he said he never abstained for a vote. His wife, you came up with how many votes did she miss?
Oh God,
She's 285 the first.
Yeah, she is approaching 300 this time.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, to me, and I understand what Jelena said. I also think it also depends on who's going to hold and moderate the debate. That's what I'm saying. He want everything his way, but I get it when you feel like you the man and they're allowing you to do this because the media, the mainstream media should have called him out. Even with his degree, he was able to say that was a staffer.
Which,
you know what I'm saying?
We all know city council ain't got no fucking staffers.
No, but I'm just saying it's just so many lies that the media, mainstream, got to do here. They just overlook it. That's just like he used that meeting at the mock thing, at that what's the name, to talk about how he's gonna press charges on the citizen, how he called out the council, talking about what do Eric May's TikTok got to do with you? See, I get sick of it. If you look at it, he said, Eva said, Liddell said, they all get mad, but y'all giving him the show. Y'all are the show.
Let me give you guys something. So, yes, his videos do get more views when he gets riled up. And yes, that does give him incentive to get riled up. But at the end of the day, he's not going to hold up city business just to get a few more views for a few more bucks. He still votes yes or no on whatever comes up there as need be, as he believes. No, he may just get a little bit longer winded. But
yeah, he mentioned the whole court. What I'm saying is, you missing what. Let me tell you what I said.
Tell you why.
But won't you listen first? Then you can say it. I'm talking about when he get with the TikTok. Who would have knew Liddell Lewis? That came out in council about her getting the 50,000. So who was wrong with that?
So the reason that they're so upset about his TikTok, right, is because they're trying to deflect. oh, Liddell Lewis collecting X, Y, and Z, through Sarvis, through Ashley, through Sarvis. Well, they don't want that. Hey, look at this guy, and he's trying to make Flint look like a clown show. No, you guys do that your damn selves. He's just he's making money off your stupidity. Let's face it. And I ain't gonna fault the man for that. I don't think anyone should. Hey, if you see a buck, pick it up, right?
Yeah.
They're just trying to deflect, and the only way they can deflect is to, instead of pointing to something that is actually wrong, because all their hands are in those cookie jars, they have to try to make something wrong. And to them, that making something wrong is Eric Mays and his tiki-takis, which, man, fuck off. Let the man do his thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Nah, what it is, his TikTok, what you said, how many people was on his TikTok live?
300. That day, when I saw his phone, there were 359,000 people watching.
You getting to see the corruption, 300,000 people getting to see the corruption that said council people doing. Yeah. That's the problem, because this Eric Mays is letting the length of whole other people see it and not just.
Yeah. And that's causing a problem for many groups nationwide, right? Yeah. He has lifted the veil of corruption here in Flint.
Yeah.
Hey, my beautiful friends and family from outside of Flint, have you started looking at your city councils? Mm-hmm. Have you started taking a closer look at their operations? I'm willing to bet you have. And I'm so happy to see you guys coming here paying attention to us, and hopefully taking that same attention, paying it to where you live.
Yeah.
They want to have meetings in the dark to pass Neely's resolutions. Yeah. I mean, remember before, council meetings weren't all that popular to watch because there was no entertainment value, because everyone was on the take, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that not everyone's on the take and people are making a shout about it, everyone shows up. Everyone tunes in.
Because you can see what's going on. It's the corruption. That's just like the Mitchell boys. Let's just go with that.
Yep.
They show you the hypocrisy of Liddell Lewis. Didn't she walk out on that vote?
She ran out on that vote.
And when Dr. Richie talking about that?
Mm-hmm. He did make an episode about that.
Right.
A segment, not an episode, but he did make a segment about the Mitchell boys.
And about the council people that left out.
Yeah.
Now look at ain't it a coinkydink that she didn't sit up there and call on Dennis Pfeiffer with Dr. Richie?
Maybe she ain't the one that called. Maybe it went to somebody who might have some media connections.
It might did, but I'm saying, but he did say he talked to her.
Yeah, of course. But if somebody
one person that contacted him in the first place,
it could be somebody who's a little bit higher in stature, that's got a little bit higher position in the city. I'm not talking about her.
Oh no, I'm not talking about a council person. There's another person.
I'm not talking about a council person either. I'm talking about somebody who works as a separate branch of the local municipality that might have had some connections with Dr. Richie, or with some type of media connection that might have gotten that pushed through. I'm not saying it did or it didn't. I'm saying, I just thinking like, wait a minute.
No, I do know that Flint's most popular failed attorney has also reached out to him, was one of the ones that reached out to him. And no, I'm not talking about Kim, guys. I'm talking about the other failed attorney.
Reached out to Dr. Richie?
Linda Foley.
See what she reached out to her?
Yep.
Wow.
And she's one of the ones that reached out with the fake outrage to bring him that story.
Well, I reached out to him too. And
the plot thickens. To the plot thickens.
I sent a long email.
Yeah, I read your book.
I sent a long.
No, but I'm just saying, look at the hypocrisy and look where we at now. Metal detectors. This is from really what Liddell Lewis, Eva Worthing. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna say it from that when they had the 6 votes. This what this was. This is why these 6 votes is why this council had sunk so low, even with the mayor. Look at some of the administration that was arguing back and forth.
Yeah,
with the council. Mm-hmm. If the administration,
who was that lady 2 weeks ago who sat there, threw up her hands, and walked away from Jerry and Tanya when they were asking questions?
Was it the water lady?
I think so. She works for the city.
I think it was
and she had that ginger walking.
Ananda, was it Ananda?
About Shelly Green.
it could have been Shelley working in administration. I mean,
That's the Tanya was arguing with.
Yeah.
But they
So,
was also talking
last
to
year-
Amanda, the water lady, when she was like, that was the same day that the lady came down about the 41 million and we need y'all to put $1 million. That was that same meeting.
Oh, last year we saw our CFO tell city council, I ain't showing up. Last year we saw our city administrator say, I ain't ever coming. I don't care if you subpoena me. And now we've seen this lady with her blatant disrespect toward our city council, just throwing up her hands. No, I'm done. I'm good.
But that goes to
lawlessness.
That goes to when you got 5 to 6 folks. That's why I say now Dennis seeing now. He's seeing. But when you was voting with them, you know, you just have to be honest with it. You was voting with it. You was voting with them.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Ashley Capital, just like he said, maybe it was the corruption that he seen. He didn't like the stench that it was, the gifts that they was taking.
Yeah.
But when you be voting with these people, when you vote with them, this is what you get when you turn. Because remember, we all done been around people where, you know, you don't want to do that no more. They do look at you sideways.
Yeah.
But it was just this situation, look how they turned it. Wanted to make him out to be a racist. Even though it was a slip up when he was trying to say the monkey in the room to the monkey business. But when you have people that will uphold that and play that game, i.e. Judy, Eva Worthy, when they was playing that at first, let's just call a spade, because I ain't keep playing around with this. When you uphold this is why you got all this going on.
Yeah.
This is why this is going on. Then it's getting to see it. All the, you know, people gotta go on the back. You got us over here trying to say, look, Dennis ain't this and that. But you had, I'm just saying, look at the options. When you play these games, what happened?
You know what? Maybe this is a way of because Dennis did say the people who's on on that Facebook page, he going after them. He going after, you know what I'm saying, the fake pages, the administrators. So maybe this whole metal detector thing is a way to kind of get everybody to shift you know, in addition to that too, because Dennis ain't playing with his shit.
No.
Dennis ain't playing. Like, he's not playing. Like, I feel him. I 1000%. You threaten my family, come to my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you want to do, we can do it. I'm a man, you a man, whatever.
Oh, I'm just saying I could replace a door. Yeah. Come pound on my door after you talk about my family.
But what caused this? See, we got to go to the cause. What caused this? Why Dennis getting did this way? We got to go to the cause of it.
Mm-hmm. It's retribution, boss man.
The cause of it. Liddell Lewis did this, and the Neely crew from the concerned pastors.
So
they caused all
just
this.
A little bit. When council was dysfunctional, more so than it is now. When it was a dumpster fire and everything was getting anything that was not from someone on her side was getting you a warning, and the agenda, forget that piece of paper that they put out. No, the agenda was to put out Neely or put out Mays and try to put out Tanya. That was the entire agenda, right? Mm-hmm. So when nothing got done, who benefits?
The people who was trying to make the whole big scuffle anyway.
The administration benefits, because then they come out as good guys because they can pass these emergency powers, X, Y's, and Z's, and spend money without council approval. And when they spend that money, who does it always go to? Always goes to friends of the administration for these very lucrative contracts.
Goes back to this.
And one more thing, those friends of the administration, they always have some sort of tie to 4 or 5 groups here in the city of Flint. Mm-hmm. It's maybe the Ridgeways, maybe the Mott Foundations, it always ties back to them. So when they weren't making their money no more, when she was removed from that chair for one meeting and things got done, and people saw the city of Flint City Council, even though dysfunctional, can work as long as someone is not sitting there trying to block everything. A lot of people woke up. And a lot of people said, we can start getting things done. Hey, we can start seeing change in our city. That's not good for business. That's not good for running people out of town. That's not good for killing hope. No, boss man. We got to get this under control. So what we're going to do is stir up some controversy. Hey, this man's a racist. He said something.
Burn down the school.
Burn down a school. Well, that helps cause fear. That helps cause hopelessness, right?
Cause diversion.
Yeah.
And then, because everyone's been carrying into that council for years, I damn well promise you. Everyone, hell, even people without CPLs. Also, if you don't have a CPL, don't carry tonight. Anyway, or open carry. Anyway. But now they're saying guns are a huge problem. Motherfucker, guns have been a huge problem on our streets for years, but never in our governance. So now you're trying to make a problem with this? Now you're trying to divert? Now you're trying to say the threats that these council folks are actually real, but you wouldn't take it real when Eric Mays was receiving threats and being assaulted? You wouldn't take it for real when Tanya Burns was invited to a necktie party? No. Now that you need something to take the people's eyes off something, so you can try to shade a few things through, so you can try to blame, so you can try to get the chaos back so things don't get done. Now it's a problem? Nah, motherfucker.
No.
Keep your eyes open, folks.
It's not a problem with people out in the streets on the north side killing each other.
No.
When that shit starts to, when it's like, okay, well now it's at our door. Now you want to do something. Mm-hmm. People been living with the fear of going to the corner store, going to the gas station for the past, I don't know, just since I can remember. But now all of a sudden, there's somebody who caused all this, you know what I'm saying, who made all this stuff, everything that where we are now happen, made all that stuff manifest. Now you want to put in metal detectors into the council chambers. There has never been before today. We done had council members end up dead. You know what I'm saying? In a whole other states to be threatened, and there were no metal detectors installed in the city council chambers.
No,
that tell you all you need to know.
We didn't have people. You know what I mean? Like like if you didn't know, and this, forgive me for what I'm about to say, but if you didn't know RL, you would think he was about to do something up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how some
you're right.
People
if you didn't know RL, but yeah, you were absolutely right about that.
Yeah,
because he gets a little on him, but you know what? RL's RL, and we love him. And it is City of Flint tradition.
Eric been, you know what I'm saying? Eric done been put out of there. Eric almost had a fight with, what's the attorney that he almost got to a fight with up in there?
I can't think of his name.
Ken Scott.
Yeah.
He and Ken Scott almost fought in the chambers.
He almost got into a fight with Quincy down in the dome.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Like ain't been none of that. That, you know, none of that. But all of a sudden something happens, and you do a press conference though. A press conference.
God damn, Wences, you are cold. I'm sorry. She's telling me not to come near her. Shit. You know, City of Flint cops can't shoot anyway. It takes them a whole mag to hit.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
I don't want to be caught up in that.
Yeah, that's actually, they won't touch me.
I'm just telling you in general, it's just what they seeing, you seeing his people thinking this is all right what he doing. That's all I'm saying. Like, have you seen a mayor act this roguish? I mean, weaponizing the police. He let you, that to me, that speech was, I can do what I want to do. He was bragging when he didn't ever say to council person that, well, we got one already paying Mays. He lost the lawsuit, but he was bragging. That's why whoever these moderator is, when you throw in these events, quit being biased. You know, quit being biased. I'm gonna say that because a lot of them know how to be fair. Y'all set up here and let a citizen get called out like you can't run, you know, then be fair. Because what I'm looking at is some shit like back in the 1930s. How I'm looking at it now. Yeah. That's just my opinion. This is not the views 810. Just tell me how I feel. Because it just seemed like he can pull that stuff off where white people are at. You're not gonna come in the hood. Well, I'm gonna say the hood come where it's more black people at, saying the water good and that's been, he would have got called out. That's what I'm saying. Let's cut the game. He
couldn't say that on any poor side of town.
He live up there in the hood though. Like you like
no, he has a property there that he claims is his main home.
I'm just giving the man his way in the hood.
I mean, he also owns property down in Fenton next to a lake. Which would you rather live in? Thank you.
That's the point that I'm saying. But for him to come out here just to be able to come to these meetings, and for instance, like with that alert system, if you wasn't in the
no, you mean that community information
I'm gonna get in
system?
trouble. I'm gonna get asked to leave because I done talked about that alert system.
That's the point that I'm finna say. Who was over there that called him out? Everybody else, and then he was over there campaigning to me.
Yeah, he was. I thought he was campaigning, and he was actually putting on for his wife's campaign too. I thought this was the coming out. But I just happened to ask a question. I didn't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, the question was
kind of pointed.
Yeah, it was a little bit pointed, but I didn't think they were gonna ask me to leave though.
Well, how dare you expect an honest answer from your elected officials, sir?
I wish I'd have heard him say he wanted to talk to me. I didn't hear that. I wish I didn't hear that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But you got people who like, it's all right what he doing. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. It's like, what the hell? But it's until he infringe on some of their shit, then that's when you see a pushback coming. But long as it's ain't like, let me keep them over here in control. I'm telling you, man, it's like watching some shit out the motherfucking 30s and 40s, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
While you were saying that Chicago 30s and 40s, I decided to look up which mayor fucked around the most in Chicago. And this one definitely found out. Anton Joseph Cermak of Czech descent. He fucked around so much with the wrong family in Chicago, he was assassinated in 33.
But now that goes back.
This ain't attaching anything to that. But it's like our mayor is playing around with these families, with these businesses that are constantly making more money and more progress and more prosperity than the people of Flint. That's why I had to say last week, anymore, the business of the city is not the business of the people. Yeah. Because the business of the city always goes to your Ridgeways, to your Motts, to your Hermans, all of them, right? But it doesn't come down to the Trevors, the Clacks. It doesn't come down to the Melissas, to the Christine Browns. It doesn't come to us. And I don't care about straight cash, right? How about I just see some opportunities and some improvement in my neighborhood? How about I see some streetlights on? Yeah. How about I see, I don't know, a grocery store?
Maybe even fix the damn potholes the right way instead of fixing them half-assed. And then you got to put a damn cone right there 2 weeks later because the damn shit that you just fixed caved in.
And in the long run, it costs the city less to unfuck itself than it does to give these people all of our money. Yeah. It does. If you were to fix the street right, it will last about 4 years with how Michigan's weather is. Whereas if you just dump a bunch of asphalt into a pothole, guess what? Next week that's up. You just spent, $600 100 times over 4 years.
How long did them damn bricks that we just paid for last before they had to get taken up?
I think they got ripped up in May. It first got ripped up in May, and now they're already screwed up.
Yeah, no, they fixed it for Back to the Bricks. It was, it was cool for Back to the Bricks, and then it was cool for Bikes on the Bricks.
It was still.
As soon as Bikes on the Bricks was done, they was messing. Like, oh yeah, we forgot to put the right salt down there.
The right sand, you need isometric leveling sand.
Yeah, we gotta put leveling sand, not sand from the beach.
Right, like that's just when we were setting up these rooms. You said, how can us three, who do not have a degree in sound engineering, who do not have a degree in construction or architecture, do better with our soundproofing than the city of council can? Just like you and I know, you have to use proper isometric leveling sand before you put down some bricks, before you put down something, and you have to dig it down a certain amount of certain depth.
When you're dealing with Flint, they don't have a DPW director. You can just go pick up some sand from Bluebell Beach and bring that shit out here and lay it down and throw some bricks on top of it and call it a day.
Yeah, no, you need sand that will not erode as quickly, because the stuff from the beach, those pebbles are itty bitty. They're ready to run.
But that goes back to, like you just said, and you said it so beautifully. He's making sure the money go to the right people because he don't want to fuck around and be dead.
Exactly. He don't want to end up Antoine.
He don't want to fuck around and he play. And
I mean, we've had city council, like you just said, found in other states that got Antoine.
Yeah, fucking around.
Yeah.
That weren't playing ball.
Yeah.
And that's the scary thing, right? You know what's going to happen when you get into bed with these people.
Right.
Like, if you get into bed with the barracks bunny, you know you're going to end up with something. Right. Don't get into bed with her. But that's what he did. And now he has to play their game.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, Mama Quill, our mayor might be in over his head, but he doesn't know it. Yep. Yep.
And I do believe that. Because sometimes, because you got to think, but that's why he able to roll the way he rolled. That's why you can get a council people putting their money for ARPA money and not taking care of their wards. Then you have people trying to justify it. It's just, well, if you ain't got your house, you got to have this up, you got to have this up. I get it, but if the money came in for the hardest hit, why is you giving it to the most who got it?
Yeah, Gouda. But
yeah, today at 5 o'clock.
Today at 5, and Nadia Garcia, I can't see the profile.
Yeah, she said that there's a big hole in the parking lot at DTM. I'm not sure. I know that we're doing parking lots. I'm not sure the order right offhand.
You know, we're right around the corner. I'll go check it out when I head home.
Well, I definitely believe her. If she
my kids went to DTM.
Yeah, but she used to be a teacher in the district, so she used to come down and speak to us all the time. So she said it's there. If she said it's there, then it's there. She ain't lying.
Well, she said last time she was there. I mean, how long ago was that, man? Yes, there is a meeting today.
We got a meeting too.
That. Yeah, but I definitely can't do what I'm going to do at yours.
No, don't.
Well, no, part of the license says anything that says school property, don't go to. I go, yes, sir.
It was a week ago. She was there a week ago.
Okay.
All right. Then I don't even have to check.
I'll have to look into that, Miss Garcia. All right.
I don't even have to go check. She's there a week ago.
Yeah. No, I'm saying if she said it's there. You know what I mean? So,
but my Flint got a lot of. Once you get the right people in, man, because to me it's just like a lot of the people that's got put in these positions, the majority that's voting, the way this administration want them to go, got to change. The majority, I don't think they really here to help.
You know, it's tripping me out, right? Because we've had these 5 organizations for years, and it looks like Ashley Capital's trying to become a 6th.
Oh, they can be a 6th.
I'm waiting for them to start approaching people on your board and start offering to buy stuff, start offering to, hey, we could use this land for another project we want to do. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for them and Mott to start going at it.
Someone sent me a picture of one of our members, kind of almost soliciting to Ashley Capital. You know what I mean? So, like,
give it time. They're trying to be 6th.
Yeah.
This is where not a lot, but certain people in the know from around the country come to make their money. This is their trap.
They ain't getting shit from us, as far as I can help it.
Yeah, well, the city of Flint's got a big enough budget for them.
We got more land, bigger land. They got more. Yeah, anyway.
No, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
But you can get back in it on whatever note.
Nope.
I got some last parting shots to.
That's always shots with us.
Go ahead, Trevor. What you got?
All right, guys. Be there tonight. City council. Don't be intimidated by a metal detector. Even if you're not carrying, always comply. Don't tell no one to fuck off. Just say yes and let them know what you're doing. If you don't want to go to city council, I highly encourage you to go to the school board meeting. Mr. Clack can always use people there. Show your support for our schools. Remember, our kids are our future, and we can't be letting the press get away with villainizing our kids. So keep your eyes on there as well. We can't keep an eye on both, but as a community, we can keep each other informed. Clack?
I don't really have much.
Stop burning down the schools.
Yeah, leave our stuff alone, man. Like we got a lot of different other fires to put out, not literally, but figuratively.
They're trying to make it literally for you.
But like we got a lot of stuff that we're trying to do that, I just really wish that y'all understood how much we're trying to do. you know, like this is not just we're trying to put out fires from, you know, previous administrations, previous boards, and trying to accommodate everybody. And it's not easy. So, you know, I guess y'all just stick with us. We trying. Go Lions. Go Lions. Who we play this week is this week.
I don't know. I forgot.
Whoever we playing, they gonna lose.
Ain't it? Oh my God! I forgot who. I gotta go to my sports center.
Yeah, whoever we playing, we gonna come out with the dub. So, all y'all can watch that. If you do decide to go to city council, you know, just be cool. If y'all don't watch, if you don't, then watch. Or if you want to come to our meeting.
Oh, we play the Ravens, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. I did know that.
Oh, well, now I have to root for them because Liddell's from around there, right?
No, she's from here.
She's got property in Maryland.
I mean, she's, you know, she might be a citizen, but she's from here. But
yeah, no. Damn it! I always said I wasn't gonna root.
But yeah, I forgot it was. Oh, if you have not, I guess it wouldn't hurt to reach out and send Dr. Richie a nice little email because he has yet to comment, apologize, recant, whatever his situation or his statement, or to even acknowledge as far as I know, and I watch the show quite often. So y'all send him an email. That's pretty much it. That's all I got. Yo, I think Winter's about to get ready to come on, isn't she? Winter's coming on? I think that's all.
City council today. We're gonna be at city council.
Oh, she said something about 2
Hey, right
o'clock.
versus I don't know who didn't share it to you. Who didn't share? Oh, Winters didn't share it to you. Cool. See it. We see what's going on. Cause I did put it in the group. I think I did put it in cause I don't think y'all accepted me as a friend yet. Right versus wrong.
Like, if they accept me as a friend, they'll accept you as a friend.
Yeah, but I did put y'all video and if Winters ain't put it in, it's on. Oh, Winters didn't share.
I shared it on my personal page. You're on my friends list.
Oh my goodness. Winters didn't play it like that.
Maybe Facebook's playing with the algorithm. You don't.
Yeah, it might be Facebook playing with the algorithm.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna send it out. Thanks, Kermit Lion.
Hey, Kermit, ready to hang out tonight? 8:10.
Y'all see me at council, but I won't be walking in with Trevor.
Actually, Mickey, fair warning to you: do not put that damn camera on me.
Nah.
Because the second that Paul does, I'm gonna get him demonetized.
Oh shit! No, you made me mess up what I was gonna say. Right versus wrong. We'll just come on tomorrow, but we're gonna be down at city council. At what time? She said at 5 o'clock. We'll just be on tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
4:30.
I thought she said she was about to come on at 2.
She didn't tell me that she had nothing to do at 2.
That's what she said in here.
I know me and Trevor supposed to finish this room.
Oh,
I thought we were doing something in this room.
Yeah, I was there. I was talking about this one yesterday too.
Talking about this one.
And I was talking about this one.
See, this is how we get
off
business
this
done
air.
later.
Get off this air.
nah.
You're supposed to come. You ain't. You know what?
Click the
Who
button.
coming on at 2?
I didn't know. She said she was supposed to come on. I didn't know she was supposed to come on.
Yeah, that's what I said.